Hi guys, this is my first post in quite a while. The reason for that is I've been busy moving workshops, so this is now my new commute to work. It's very long, lots of driving, very tiring. So there we are. This is my new workshop. We've converted a barn on the farm where we live. So now we're self-sufficient. No more lockdown hassles. No more twists of fate by the government. So very happy. So yeah, we've been pretty busy doing this. And today I've got a quick repair for you, which I've noticed has been a fault. This is on a Peugeot. An RCZ. It's had an ABS light on. The fault was coming up as a coherence fault, which a lot of people are a bit like, what does coherence mean? So it usually means that there's an air gap correlation difference between the ABS ring and the ABS sensor. So I looked into it, and you could see that this has clearly been tinkered with. Somebody's been in there messing around. Here's your ABS sensor. Now the sensor itself seemed to be sat in there okay, albeit the fact that it had been bolted up against this circlip. The sensor sits in there. It had been bolted up against this circlip, which was pushing it away from the sensor ring. So I thought, great, there's our problem. So I moved it and took it for a drive, and it was still not good. So I looked a little bit closer at it. I've taken the hub off now. And you can see, as I said earlier on, somebody's been tinkering around with it. There's lots of marks here where somebody's fitted a wheel bearing. You can see they've hammered out the splined center of the hub. So that's where your wheel mounts, on the outside part of the hub. So they've hammered it out pretty badly, made a bit of a mess of it. But then also, whilst they've been knocking it back together, they've managed to bend the magnetic ring on the bearing. So in case you don't know, when the wheel turns, I mean, I'm turning the outer now, so you're gonna have to imagine that's the center turning. So the wheel turns, that magnetic ring turns with the wheel. Our speed sensor is here, and that gives you your signal for the speed sensor to work. And as I mentioned earlier on, if there's a gap there, it usually creates a coherence fault. So this sensor ring, as you can see just over here, and there's another one opposite to hit down here, where the ring's been bent. The last gentleman who fitted the wheel bearing has been pretty careless, and he's damaged the sensor ring, so that's created this coherence fault. So I'm going to put a new wheel bearing in it, and that will be that. And I'm so confident that's going to fix it that I've made the video before I've tested it. There's your new wheel bearing with a nice undamaged sensor ring. They're very delicate, that's why they come supplied with a cover, and they should be looked after very carefully. So there we are. If you're getting a coherence fault, it doesn't have to be just on a Peugeot, it happens on any car. That's something to check. Have a look for a reason why that air gap might be causing a problem. You can have corrosion on there, which will lift the sensor away, or you can have where some chimp has managed to damage the wheel bearing. Hope it helps.